Good evening. The news summary. With Seychelles opening its border to tourism as of tomorrow, the CEO of the Seychelles Tourism Board, Shirin Francis, says that the STB will be putting a lot of emphasis in its marketing strategy on non-traditional markets like the UAE and India. She has indicated that green tourism and cultural heritage will be important elements of STB's promotion of Seychelles overseas as a holiday destination now that bookings are picking up very fast.
Through our market intelligence capabilities, try to understand where we think the tourists will be coming from in the next coming months. And this is where we've established a list of go-to markets where we think these are the markets we would be relying on for the next few coming months. This includes the likes of India, Israel, UAE. A few GCC countries also are looking good in terms of pent-up demands, like Saudi Arabia. Certain Eastern European countries, the likes of Romania or even Poland, Russia as well. So we can see the travel searches being done, that there are pent-up demands and interest to travel. We've done the necessary work with our partners. I have to acknowledge our partners in this process to ensure that we do have the right air connectivity as well, because without air connectivity, you cannot bring the visitors to Seychelles. And our strategy is really to try and communicate as much now in those markets, together with our partners, again, our tour operators, our media partners, so that we'll be able to capitalize on the pent-up demands in these markets.
The United Nations country team has congratulated the government of Seychelles for a comprehensive national COVID-19 vaccination program. Following the UN Secretary General's appeal to all member states, Seychelles has taken vaccination for all as an important response to the pandemic. The UN resident coordinator for Mauritius and Seychelles says that the UN is pleased to note that fishermen, migrant workers will be included, and continues to hope that all people of concern will be covered. And in regards to the COVID-19 vaccination update, a total of 34,489 people have taken the first dose of the Sinopharm vaccine, while 27,711 have taken their second dose, and 28,611 people have taken the first dose of the Covishield vaccine, while 3,661 have taken their second dose of the Covishield vaccine. 20 new cases of COVID-19 were recorded since the last update, bringing the total number of cases recorded in Seychelles to 3,882. They are mostly from samples taken on the 22nd and 23rd of March. Meanwhile, 19 cases have been discharged today. The Landscape and Waste Management Agency, LWMA, is organizing its first pre-Easter cleanup campaign, which is targeting bulky waste. The campaign kicks off tomorrow and will last for 1 week. During that time, the Providence landfill will be free of charge for trucks and lorries, which will be bringing in the waste. Such cleanup campaigns will be carried out thrice a year and are restricted to household waste. This is in line with the Minister of Agriculture, Environment and Energy's new methodology of spreading out the annual Clean Up the World campaign.
It's being done in a way to coincide with national events that remains in the minds of the people. So for that we have established the dates of a week before Easter, the normal traditional day of Clean Up the World, which is the third week of September, and a week before Christmas. Now the idea behind this is to allow, essentially respond to the demands of the public. They request that Clean Up the World is not done just once a year, but to spread it out. So we've answered their concerns about that and their wishes. We find that during the Clean Up the World, people are so busy in their daily schedule that they often miss the date. And so by doing it in at three intervals, we hope that people respond more positively to it and The approach since last year, the approach as of 2021 is for residents, for truck drivers to bring the waste to the landfill. When I talk about household waste, I'm talking about bulky waste, green waste and scrap metal, not to dispose at the public bins or by the roadside as traditionally done, but to find means and ways to dispose of your waste directly at the landfill. Access to the landfill will be free between 8 in the morning and 3 in the afternoon, Mahe, Prale and Ladig, and this will take place as of tomorrow the 25th up till Sunday the 28th of March.
The Minister for Investment, Entrepreneurship and Industry, Devika Vidot, says the integration of the Institute for Science and Technology into her ministry is meant to help the business community become more resilient. She gave the clarification in the National Assembly this morning as part of the debate on the budget allocation for the Institute. The Assembly has approved a budget of 4.6 million rupees for the Institute. The National Assembly also voted for a budget of 8.7 million rupees for Enterprise Seychelles Agency, another entity that falls under the Ministry of Investment, Entrepreneurship and Industry. A budget of more than 47 million rupees has also been approved for the Industrial Zone Authority. The Commissioner General of the Seychelles Revenue Commission, Mrs. Veronique Emini, has been appointed on the interim board of the African Women in Tax Network. The board was launched by the African Trade Administration Forum, ATAF, in a virtual meeting yesterday. Seychelles is a member of ATAF, the ATAF Forum, since 2011. The Finance Minister, Nadi Hassan, has congratulated Mrs. Emini upon her appointment and has said that this accomplishment will be beneficial to the SRC and Seychelles, especially as the ministry aims to modernize the SRC. President Wavel Ramkalawan has congratulated Mrs. Samia Suluhu Hassan on her inauguration as President of Tanzania following the untimely demise of the late President John Pombe Magufuli. President Ramkalawan has said that Mrs. Suluhu Hassan's accession to the highest office in the land as the first female president of her country is a historic and momentous event for Tanzania and a source of inspiration for the rest of Africa. He further highlighted the special bond of friendship and cooperation between our two countries. President Ramkalawan says he looks forward to reinforcing and diversifying the partnership between our two countries as we usher in a new era in our relations. And with this, we end this news summary. Thank you for watching the news. Have a very pleasant evening.